Alright, everyone. So I got yelled at. It was approximately 23:45, 15 minutes to midnight. It's Saturday night. Ain't shit going on. I guess sleep is plenty fucking precious when you're 60 something years old and you slept how many goddamn years of your life already? Shit. Another night's sleep is the most fucking important thing that could happen. But nonetheless, that's not why I'm upset. You know why I'm upset? That was like the fourth time I was yelled by that individual today. I was also yelled by my wife. My daughter is now, for some reason, she doesn't like me and I bother her and she won't communicate why. She won't give a reason. You know? It's like you can't win. So I told her, I'm like, look, you know what? You can't communicate. You just want attention. I thought it was maybe something I said in a video, and then I thought I didn't even really know what to think. When she was saying no to all this shite, I'm just gonna clean this up real quick. And the reason I got in trouble at 23:45 was because I wanted to put the dishwasher to wash because mom made some good food tonight. You know, pray, bless her soul. It was delicious. Okay, I'm a blessed person, and at least mom's been the one person that's been nice, and she's usually the mean one. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. So there was three items here that were dirty. There was a plate which was similar like that. It was like a little like thing with like a lid. The lid was off to the side. It was a metal lid. It was filled with like oil. There was a Pyrex measuring cup here, and on top of it, it had a metal strainer, and that's where there was a tostones, how the Cubans say it, and I did not know if the tray that was there with the oil in it, if it could be washed, because I don't know if they reused the oil or not. So I knocked on the door lightly, and then fucking, I'm not gonna say anything, but just walks up, angry as shit. Told you never to come here till after 10 a.m. This morning, I went in the room, okay? My fucking mother, I came out of her vagina. I've had a closer relationship to her than he has ever had, because scientifically speaking, because of the fact that atoms detract, you know, they never actually create contact. There's always like a tension between them. So you could sit against a chair, but at a atomic level, the atoms from your butt and the clothing are pushing against the chair. There's like a slight little lever. It might be like a quantum level of spacing, you know, like a Planck level. Nonetheless, the closest a human being could ever get to another human being is when they're in the womb of their fucking mother, alright? I knocked on the door very lightly, you know, because I knew she was sleeping. But just because she's sleeping, that doesn't mean she's fucking sleeping. People wake up and then they're just, I know the feeling because I suffer from depression. I wake up and I just don't want to get up. And then I just want to lay back down. I mean, thank goodness the medication seems to be working a little bit. But I'm sure I'll get episodes here and there. You know, it's not always perfect. But nonetheless, I know my mom. So I was very quiet, but I still made my presence known. I spoke nice and softly, you know. I said, "Mommy, mommy." I turned on the light on my cell phone. I made my presence aware, and then she acknowledged me, and she did not do it with like any rudeness whatsoever in her mouth. She did it. She was actually very nice, And she said no. And I was asking her if she could help me out with something, and she said no. And I was like, okay. And then I just walked out. And then a few minutes later, someone comes walking up to me. Did you go in my room? I'm like, yes. They're like, for why? Mom is sleeping. I'm like, I know. It's like, and you went in there unannounced? I'm like, no. I was calling out to her, and she acknowledged me, and she said good morning, and I said good morning. And then there was this big thing, like I had just like committed a crime. I mean, get the fuck out of here. I appreciate all the things you fucking do, but for crying out loud, I'd rather walk to the fucking store next time than have to be treated like I'm a piece of fucking shit. Okay? It's not worth getting a ride in a death trap in traffic, especially because of the fact that being in cars causes me anxiety, because cars are nothing but a death trap. They're the number two cause of death in this country, okay? You have better chances of dying in a car crash than you do, like, falling, like, just about anything. I mean, for crying out loud, than drowning in a pool or whatever. I mean, it's, and the reason why it's so popular is because it's progress, capitalism, big car companies. Big car companies, they um they bribe. I'm gonna stop saying lobbying, because lobbying is called whitewashing. When something is whitewashed, that just makes it so that the white people can do it, and all of a suddenly it's legal. But when people of color do it, then it's bribery, okay? So let's call it for what it is. The fucking car companies, they bribed the politicians. They made a whole bunch of laws in their favor, and then they changed the consumer's attitude towards vehicles. That's why the United States is the only country in the world where you see people driving a pickup that don't even fucking work using that pickup. They probably don't even know how to put on a hitch, for crying out loud. If you want to put on a hitch on a fucking truck, you need a tool like this. And this is a bad boy tool. I had a truck once, because I had a job before where I had to drive a truck. And that was years ago. Look, you see this little bad boy tool? This shit can cause some damage. So if I was to knock somebody upside the head with this, man, right now I feel so much rage. But I wouldn't do it. It's nice though, it's sturdy and it's heavy. It's a heavy material. Let's see what it says. 1 1/8 towing products, 1.5. Okay, so this side is 1 1/8. This side is 1.5. Do they have different measurements? Drop, forged, made in China. All right, made in China is not necessarily bad. They have plenty good products there. But yeah, I'm just getting tired of fucking being an easy target, because people know that, I try my best to control my anger, to not be quick to anger. And you know what? I'm just gonna be grateful. I'm gonna praise the Almighty. If this is what it takes, if it gets to the point where it starts hurting a lot, I'm gonna acknowledge it. I'm gonna talk to my doctor, because in all honesty, the medicine shouldn't really be to resolve that, but at least it makes me feel euphoria, and then therefore it's kind of like a cop out for it. My insurance allows it, is in the new formulary for 2024. within the quantity limit for that particular medication. And I have asked her from before, but she just doesn't want to do it. And, you know, sometimes I run out. If I have a panic attack, like one time I had a panic attack, I took one, and normally after 20 minutes I feel calmer. This time I didn't feel calm at all. I had to take a second one. So I had to take two within like 30 minutes. And then sometimes after I take my third one of the day, because it's every 8 hours, but first of all, it does not last for 8 hours. It lasts for like between 4 to 6 hours before the effect is done. All right. And people that have taken Xanax, they know that. All right. I had a doctor, and he would talk to me about it, and he would even say, he was like, why do you take this after like 4 or 5 hours? You don't feel it anymore. As soon as he said that, I'm like, you know what, this guy's taken this before. Because you can tell when people talk about something, like they know what they're talking about, that means that they've had experience with it. Okay, that's like me saying, like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'll probably just say something embarrassing, but yeah, he's taken it before. I've known people that I work with, business owners, that taken like opioids, like synthetic opioids that get prescribed, and they talk about the experiences that they've had. Thank goodness they were able to stop. And now they're, responsible parents. Praise the Almighty, because that's a miracle that, for something like that to happen. Because not a lot of people are actually able to overcome their demons. It's like very few, seldom people. Now, the thing is, it's kind of tough to count because there are people that count merely based on like sobriety programs, like 12-step programs. But then there are also people that have, I guess you could say, divine intervention, or they have an epiphany, and then that causes them to change their attitude about what they're doing with their lives. And so it could be either or. Now, me personally, I believe that just like with marijuana, because I remember when I was younger, a lot of people I knew used to smoke pot, and they were older people. And then, oh no, they were older people, and their children smoked pot. And I was like, wow, you guys don't care your children smoke pot? And they were like, no, we used to smoke pot ourselves, but we stopped. We just got bored of it. I was like, really? Like, yeah. I was like, wow, okay. So I just figured, like, with drugs, it's kind of like the same thing. And it's happened to me before too. I've taken some drugs before that I guess could be considered like hard drugs, and I just got bored of them. I just, like, doesn't really call my attention. What really calls my attention is I really want to make my parents fucking proud, but it's kind of hard to want to do that when they treat me like I'm a piece of shit. Okay, I make some mistakes. Your sleep is that fucking important. You're like, you're dead when you sleep. You're not alive. You're dead. You're fucking dead. It's like the closest thing to death. I understand if you want to die, but if you want to die, at least before you die, praise your Creator. Praise the Almighty. Live a life of righteousness. Whether you do or not, it's not going to matter about you going to heaven, because that's just by the grace of the Almighty. But at least do it and acknowledge that, the Almighty is worth living a life for, and it brings true joy to your life. That's what really brings joy, not drugs. Drugs is instant gratification, and once the instant gratification is over, if you're inexperienced, you get depressed. But after a while, you don't even get like hungover anymore. You just stop doing it, and you're like, I don't want to do it anymore. It really gets like that after a while, and it's like, after I started doing the medication assisted treatment, I never wanted to touch another oxycodone in my life, okay? The only problem was the Xanax, when I first started doing it, and I didn't start doing it when I started doing medications as treatment. I started doing it when something in my life changed. About 2 years after starting the medication assisted treatment, someone moved into the house, and I started having real bad panic attacks, okay? Before I had mild ones, but I could handle it because it was just one person, somebody I've lived with for a long time, and they also, care for me and they looked out. But then when this other person moved in, I just completely lost it. I think I went to the hospital once and they told me it was a panic attack. And now I owe like I forgot how much it is. It's like 5,000 something. But I think it was made for like more than one visit. I don't know. I don't remember. It's not itemized. But nonetheless, I'm not going back to the hospital. If I gotta take 2 pills at once, I'm gonna do it because I don't wanna be stuck with a hospital bill. And even though I have insurance, they have deductibles. So I still have to pay like $75,000 for like every calendar year before they start paying or some shit like that, or $7,500. I don't know exactly how much. And I don't have that kind of money, okay? I barely was able to come up with money to feed our daughter our Saturday Chick-fil-A tradition, okay? Nobody understands that shit, okay? My sister says, "Oh, I'll pray for you." No, don't pray for me. If you're in the green, help me out a little bit. If you're not, then just, just text me once in a while and just say hello. Don't fucking pray. Visualize, maybe. Visualize me having success, or just meditate. Listen to God, okay? Don't ask God to help me, okay? Because God has blessed me enough, all right? Now, the things that I want, those are wants. And if there's one thing that the scripture says, is that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. So even though I want to make my parents proud, that's not what the goal is. The goal is to put the Almighty first, and that's it. Okay? Number one, period. Bam, that's it. But I still would like to do that, if possible. If it's in the will of the Almighty, I would like to make mom and dad proud. But I'm starting to think it might not be in the Almighty's will because of the way that they treat me. It's not right. Okay? I mean, I've made mistakes. I've apologized. I've tried to make things right. I try to do I try to go extra mile because I know I've done a lot of things wrong. Every day I offer my dad for help in the kitchen. Today I offer him to vacuum his car. I clean the garage. I I I I did the laundry. I did the dishes. I'm doing the dishes now again. I worked outside in the backyard for so long. Um, Here are the cuts, if you can see them in the light. I don't know if you can see them. I worked outside. I did edging with a scissor, okay, and like a broom with like a dustpan, kind of like this, all right. And I edged the majority of the driveway just like that, okay. It was a pain. My back is hurting. um I already did my Subutex, so I don't know if I want to do, I don't want to run out. So I got, that was already my third one. But I just need to lay down for a little bit. But I got to edit these videos. I want to make these videos, especially the one where I want to talk about my own business, because I have a chance to make maybe like a couple $100 a day. And it's not a lot of money, but it's something to get by. And it's something that I will enjoy because I enjoy using my ears. I enjoy listening, and I enjoy learning from others. Everybody, you know, I like talking on in front of this thing because it allows me a chance to like express myself and maybe express things that I think I may know, or that I have a little bit of familiarity with. But even better is when I'm able to watch something that is in depth of something that I want to learn, and I'm actually able to learn about it and actually understand it. That is actually better. So yeah, I'm gonna the job that I want to do. I'm gonna give you guys right now a sneak peek of the name of the business. It's called Walking Parallel. Parallel? Am I saying that right? Not parlay. Parallel. Walking Parallel. And the motto is strong mind, strong body, strong soul. And it's going to be a program for people who want to lose weight, but it's not necessarily just go to the gym, work out, or do these exercises. It's one single exercise that we're going to do. We're going to be doing it, I'm going to recommend 3 to 4 times a week. It's going to be pricey, so I'm sorry, people that are, if people are, they want to do like a price like gauge or whatever, where there's a sliding scale. I'll trade. If people have if someone has like a Lexus that is certified by like K Jewelers, I wouldn't mind trading for Lexus. The only thing is the Submariner. I always want to learn how to dive before I got one of those. My buddy got the presidential. I hate him, but I did tell him, I'm like, man, don't wear that everywhere. Especially he lives in Chirac. He's got some cojones, but he's a good dude. He's a good dad, and bless his soul. Anyways, you guys, thank you for watching. I'm sorry I vented so much to you, and to the person that got me upset, I'm sorry if you got upset at my response. I just, I feel angry. I got yelled at 4 times by you today. I mean, come on. And the first time, it was totally unnecessary. Mom was not upset. She maybe to you, you think she's upset, but to me, she wasn't. She was nice. She treated me not kindly. Her voice was gentle, just like mine. It was nothing bad, and I wasn't trying to sneak in there. I made my presence known. I turned on the light on my flashlight. I kept saying her name quietly until she acknowledged me. It wasn't doing anything bad. You kind of like took it. It's almost like my wife, she has this symptom of making a big deal out of nothing. And I think it's taking effect on the people in this household. I don't know.